I'm so happy. It tastes really.
Like and subscribe right now, or the spider will crawl on your face in your sleep. The elf on the shelf phenomena isn't exactly for kids. It's for everyone, really, which is why these YouTubers found themselves face to face with elves. And they're so lucky to be able to catch an elf on the shelf moving in their videos. Welcome back to Trending 10, and if you want to see more trending videos like this, you'll enjoy this channel. Alright, let's dive in. FKV. Even though it is rare, it does happen from time to time to catch your elf on the shelf doing something. In this video, we see an elf dressed all in black, from head to toe, who took the risk of being noticed moving in order to get his hands on some Skittles. That's right, you got that right. If you look closely, you'll notice him entering and attempting to enter behind the door. And once successful, he instantly snatches some till someone catches him. Let's wait and see what happens. Shaky Adventure. Up next, we have Shaky Adventure's YouTube channel. The guy knows there's something going on at night. Their elf was up to something, so he set up a hidden camera to catch the naughty elf. Let's take a look. Okay, first it dashes in the room, disappears behind the table. Just momentarily, he manages to get on top, falls back again, but rockets back up into the air and laugh at the camera. Watching an elf on the shelf sparkle like that really looks magical. After the mischief, the elf goes on to the other room where the guy was sleeping and farts on him. Can you imagine being farted on by an elf while you're sleeping? Just for Kids. Up next is the video caught by the Just for Kids channel. Not only are elves Santa's little helpers when it comes to giving us the best gifts on Christmas, they also treat us to our pets. Just like last year's Christmas when the dog was sleeping like a log was presented with a treat from an elf on the shelf. Enough chit chat, let's see the first clip. First, we see the elf strolling slowly back and forth so not to disturb the sleeping dog. Making sure the dog is really sound asleep, the elf on the shelf makes a few moves, playing and dancing around, walking slowly, and there you go. Here's your treat. The clip caught the eyes of 100,000 people, leaving them surprised and amused with no words to say. Elf on the Shelf Live. Okay, if you really love Elf on the Shelf, you'll know which channel I'm talking about. It's Elf on the Shelf Live. While Rupert's owner, Abby, was at work, Rupert sneaks to get his hands on some sweet treats. Little did he know he was being recorded by another elf. Let's see how it turned out. Things don't seem to go easy on the little elf while scouting for candy. As he slowly walks from one end of the chimney to the other, still the candy is far away from his grasp. So he takes a leap of faith and jumps on the Christmas tree with all the treats he's been looking for. Afterwards, he gets close to the camera and greets us, saying that he's no longer hungry now. What sweet tooth elves have.
Fly, Rupert, fly! There we go. Oh, I'm here with the candy gang. I'm so happy. It tastes really good.
Wolf Mama. If you didn't know about Wolf Mama's YouTube channel, well, here's the best time to get to know her. She was having some doubts whether her house elf was moving at night, because before going to bed, the elf seems to be holding up one position, but when they wake up in the morning, it's in a different position. First, she shows us that the elf was sitting silently on the Christmas tree, then proceeds to show us that seems to be the elf's door to the North Pole. So, that's where the camera must focus on, because the elf is probably going back to Santa the next morning. She sets up 2 cameras in the living room and the kitchen, and here the elf transports her the way down the tree, and you guessed it, to the little door. It comes back again and makes an appearance in front of the camera. Iggypop. One that's from the channel of iggypop on YouTube. They really have a way of catching the elf on the shelf. I mean, how? Okay, let's get to the video. Look closely at the kitchen counter. You'll see an elf on the shelf climb its way up. Probably for some treats. Since this isn't the first time they caught their elf moving in the middle of the night, they set up cameras on different parts of the house. Here's another clip of the same elf hanging around in the office, yawning here and there, jumping off the desk and going straight to the bathroom, probably going for a number 2 after sneaking some treats in the kitchen.
He climbed up to one of the security cameras, looked straight into the lens.
The Roberts family. Ever seen an elf play video games? Well, you're only gonna see it here on Trending 10. So keep watching. Sitting idly by in the living room and watching his owner play Roblox, the elf on the shelf gets an idea. After the owner leaves for bed, the elf magically transports himself in front of the TV to play Roblox. He uses only his hands, his feet, and his hat. You name it. The elf is definitely a gamer elf. But there's more to this. After having fun partying and playing, the elf on the shelf probably got a little hungry, so he casually transports himself to the kitchen and cooks. As for what he cooked, we have no idea. Funny videos for kids with toys. And got caught by moving his eyes. The day he was caught, though, he was already in the prime suspect for moving cereal boxes that the family noticed, so they set up a camera to try and catch it red-handed. What's that weird noise coming from the box? It seems to be moving. There you go, it must be the elf on the shelf. It takes a little while before he finally gets out and then we see his face. Whoa, did you see his eyes move from side to side? That is so strange, but let's continue watching. He's struggling to get out, but he finally gets it and falls down the counter, leaving the floor scattered with cereal. Meeble's spirella. To be clear, this is not just a clip of an elf on the shelf getting caught moving. Instead, elves Meebles and Buddy took to the kitchen counter and attacked the classic mashed potato. Those naughty elves, that was supposed to be Thanksgiving entrees. What did you do? Interesting enough, Buddy was caught with a little spoon that had a marshmallow stuck to it. So, there's that. Trevorreagan. While this family was heading to sleep, Elf on the Shelf thought this would be the perfect time to sneak around the house. Elf walks towards the camera and we see his little pointy hat on the frame. He's probably letting them know they're not the ones watching him. He is. The next morning, the family watched the clip of the moving elf and the kid just couldn't believe his eyes. See the reaction of the kid. And that's it for now. Did we miss anything? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more trending videos like this. Share this to your friends and family, and have a good one.